Sebastian Vettel takes pole for F1’s Russian GP in Ferrari lockout. Sebastian Vettel ended Mercedes' dominance in qualifying at the Russian Grand Prix, taking pole for Ferrari in Sochi, the first time the Silver Arrows have not occupied the top spot since the race was first held in 2014. His teammate Kimi Räikkönen was in second place, completing the first Ferrari front row lockout since the French Grand Prix at Magny-Cours in 2008. Lewis Hamilton struggled to match both drivers and finished in fourth behind his teammate Valtteri Bottas. This is Vettel's first pole position in Russia, the 47th of his career and Ferrari's first pole position since the German secured the top spot at the Singapore Grand Prix in 2015, when the German driver converted it into victory. It is also the first time Mercedes have not put a car on the front row in 31 races, and highly significant in that the Scuderia are now strongly on the front foot in their battle with Mercedes. Vettel currently leads Hamilton in the Drivers' Championship by 7 points after wins at Australia and Bahrain, to Hamilton's single victory in China, while Ferrari lead Mercedes in the Constructors' battle by 3 points. He and the Scuderia will look to extend that from the front row on Sunday in a race at which Mercedes have been undefeated since the beginning of the turbo-hybrid engine formula in 2014. The Ferrari has shown superb balance all weekend, allowing their drivers to attack the corners with confidence in Sochi, while the car has also been outstanding in optimizing tire temperatures. On the final runs in Q3, Vettel exploited it to the maximum, pushing through the lap and making the most of the advantage his car enjoyed through the slower corners of Sector 3. His run was superlative, and Räikkönen for the first time this season looked close to matching him. Ferrari had also been quickest through all 3 practice sessions, with Vettel topping the Friday afternoon and Saturday morning runs, but Mercedes have struggled all weekend to put their tires in the correct operating window, particularly on quick laps using the softest ultra-soft rubber, and Hamilton in particular did not seem comfortable with any of his quick laps. He finished a full half a second back from Vettel and behind his teammate, who continued his run of always qualifying in the top 3 at Sochi. The Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo was in 5th, with Felipe Massa the best of the midfield doing well to put his Williams in 6th, ahead of the second Red Bull of Max Verstappen. Nico Hülkenberg put in another strong performance to put his Renault in Q3, finishing in 8th place, with the two Force Indias of Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon in 9th and 10th respectively. Mercedes put both their cars early in the final session, and having struggled all weekend to put their tires in the correct operating window, were taking 4 laps to set a time, including an additional warm-up circuit after their out laps. But despite an advantage over the fast first 2 sectors, they were unable to match the time set by Räikkönen on the first runs in Q3, with Bottas in 2nd, 300ths back, Vettel in 3rd and Hamilton, who backed off from his quick lap, in 4th. Bottas led Q2 using the ultra-soft rubber with which he will start the race, but noticeably both he and Hamilton, who was in 2nd after the single runs they completed, were using that extra lap to bring the tires up to temperature, taking 4 rather than the 3 of the 2 Ferraris. Vettel and Räikkönen were in 3rd and 4th, 7/10 ths back from the lead time after 1 run, but having saved a set of the ultra-softs from Q3, both the Ferrari drivers went out again, with Räikkönen moving up to 2nd ahead of Hamilton and Vettel finishing in 4th. Bottas also topped the first session, with Hamilton in 2nd, but the Finn set the time on the ultra-soft rubber, while significantly Vettel was only 4/10 ths back but using the harder super soft tire, suggesting there was clearly more to come, as he would prove when it mattered.